We will conclude the season in May with two juggernauts, works that we don't normally associate with the chamber orchestra. The Tchaikovsky Violin Concerto with Vadim Gluzman as our soloist, and Brahms' Second Symphony. You will not hear the Tchaikovsky Violin Concerto played better anywhere in the world. This is Vadim's bread and butter, on top of which is he will be playing the very violin that Tchaikovsky heard the concerto written for. So Tchaikovsky no doubt heard at least portions of this work played on this violin that will be performed with us in May. And Vadim is one of the world's top soloists, plays this piece around the world. He's played it for years. I think this is the first time he's played it with us, and everybody's extremely eager to hear this composer and this performer coming together for this piece. Be extremely exciting and very memorable. And the season will end with Brahms' Second Symphony, another chance for David and the orchestra to play a Brahms symphony, which is not anything we ever did prior to David's arrival here. The Second Symphony is a lush, confident piece of music. It came on the heels of Brahms' First Symphony, which took many years for the composer to find his way. He was very intimidated by the reputation of Beethoven and the kind of essence of the classical composers that preceded him once he had moved to Vienna. Once he got the First Symphony out of the way, he was off and running, and the Second Symphony is filled with gorgeous melodies, beautiful writing throughout the orchestra, and I know that the orchestra is already looking forward to playing this piece, as it were, and under David, which is always a special event. As an extra gem, Vadim will join the orchestra for the Silvestrov hymn in May as well. It's a piece and a composer totally foreign to this orchestra and probably to most American audiences. He is a Ukrainian composer who has had kind of a fallout with his country as a consequence of politics, and now makes his home in Berlin. And the hymn is, in a certain sense, an homage to the 19th century, and I think particularly to Mahler, although he doesn't state that anywhere in the music. The language is very Mahlerian, it's very lush. One will think of the Adagietto from the Fifth Symphony, if you're familiar with that, and if not, you'll love the piece anyway. There are tinges of more modern sounds the later you get into the piece, which is all of about 7 or 8 minutes long. But it's a beautiful, almost elegy, maybe to his home country, that has soaring, beautiful violin solos, very lush string writing, and it will make a nice foil to the Tchaikovsky Concerto, which is just fireworks nonstop.